I'm Will Collins. This is my co-host, Co-Heffel, and this is the Bite and Balk Show. We will be talking about Georgia football and everything else college football related.
Wow, that was a great intro. So let's start with the Heisman last night. Baker Mayfield obviously won.
Of course.
So that he got 82% of the first votes, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think this will transpire going into the big game against Georgia? Do you think it'll affect him at all, or?
I think it'll give Georgia more of a fire to, get out there and play.
Yes.
Beating a Heisman winner, that's a pretty big deal. Being somebody who got 80, 82, 83% of first place votes, I think that'll give Georgia a really good reason to come out there and try to win.
Last time we saw a quarterback win a Heisman and was inappropriate and very vulgar language like Baker Mayfield was Johnny Manziel. And we both know how that ended up, him in the NFL. Watch out, Baker. Don't turn into a Johnny Manziel.
Please don't.
Obviously, you got to be careful with that. Let's talk about Georgia, though. Georgia had the hardest schedule this year, and they rank 5th in offense and 2nd in defense. How do you think they're going to bring that to the game?
Well, from what I know, and this is just my football knowledge, Oklahoma doesn't have the best defense. They're ranked 40th in run defense, which I would say that's not too bad. 40 isn't bad. But who have they played who can run the ball?
Nobody.
And being number 40 is still pretty bad even when you've played nobody. Like, look up the schedule real quick. Who have they played? The only thing I can think of is Ohio State, but they were 2 lost team.
I'm going to give the edge offensively to Oklahoma.
Oh,
just
yeah,
with
of course.
The
yeah,
offense.
Of course.
But the defense is obviously Georgia. Georgia stopped every opponent this year except
for Auburn once.
Auburn once.
And then we came and beat them.
Here's Oklahoma's schedule. UTEP.
Nobody.
Tulane. Iowa State. Ohio State.
That's probably the best opponent they faced.
They won 31-16. Baylor. Texas.
Awful.
Texas Tech. Oklahoma State. TCU. Kansas. West Virginia. And then TCU again. And then they played Georgia.
Yeah.
Which is their highest ranked opponent this year. At number 3.
And they've had close games against Baylor. Wasn't it Baylor?
Baylor.
Oklahoma State. Obviously, that's 2 teams without any defense whatsoever.
Yeah.
They blew out Ohio State, obviously. What was the score? 31 to...
Yeah.
Something crazy.
31-16.
Yeah, something crazy.
Their
like
only
that.
loss was Iowa State, which was kind of a fluke, I would say. But if we look at it, let's go back to when Georgia lost to Auburn.
Yeah.
Crazy thing happened.
Georgia was number 1,
Yeah.
coming into an extremely hostile Auburn environment, obviously.
And Auburn had 6 to 8 throws that were over 35 yards, and 2 or 3 of those being touchdowns. The long ball.
The one-handed catch by that one Auburn receiver, I can't think of his name.
Georgia gave Jared all the time in the pocket to throw. Flash forward to the SEC championship, not one pass went over 30 yards.
Yes.
If Georgia wants to beat Oklahoma, they have to control the deep ball.
Yes.
If we look at Oklahoma's loss to Iowa State, not one pass went over 30 yards.
Yeah.
So the way to beat Oklahoma
is to control the deep ball. Yeah.
Deep ball. Make sure no balls go over 30 yards. If you can control the short passes and not move the sticks as often as those deep throws, I think Georgia has an awesome chance to win this game. What do you think?
Gotta get pressure on the quarterback also. I still think Roquan Smith being one of the best inside linebackers, Georgia's ever had, winning the, what was the Butkus Award?
Yeah, Butkus Award.
I mean,
all of these awards.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest inside linebackers in college football this year. I think that'll play a major part. I still think what Georgia will do is they'll keep Roquan Smith on Baker Mayfield so he can't get out of the pocket and run.
Yes.
I don't know if they'll blitz as much with him, but I think they'll make it to where he can't get out of the pocket and run, because Baker Mayfield, he's a dual threat quarterback, isn't he?
Yes, he can run. He can definitely run.
So I think they'll keep him. I think they'll do what they did against Tech with the triple offense, and they'll keep Roquan Smith on Baker and let Lorenzo, Bellamy, and all of them focus on blitzing. I think what happened. Obviously, I don't know.
Watch for the blitz and the man-to-man coverage. I don't think there will be zone at all in this game.
Probably
if you give zone to Mayfield, he'll shred you apart. Yes, definitely. Oklahoma's all about throwing the ball, and Georgia's all about running the ball.
Yes. Which I think will play a major part into it, because obviously Georgia has one of the best rushing offenses
definitely
this year. behind, I don't know, probably behind a triple offense score like Tech or Navy, because those trash yards they get. So I think why Georgia will win, and I'll go and get predictions now. So you don't want to, but the reasons I think Georgia will win is because they can run the ball and throw the ball.
Okay.
I know Oklahoma can throw the ball. Everyone knows Oklahoma can throw the ball. He has like how much, 7,000 yards or something like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. But Oklahoma doesn't have a single running back over 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Georgia has Nick Chubb obviously over 1,000, I believe, and I think Sony's close to over 1,000.
Sony's getting close.
I don't know if he's there yet, but he is definitely close. And I think this game will play out like the Missouri game. From what I see, Oklahoma is a better Missouri. They throw the ball. They sometimes run it. They're not good at it. They're not bad at it. They're just kind of average at it.
Average, yeah.
So I see this going like the Missouri game. Obviously, it'll be a lot harder than Missouri. But I know Georgia gave 2 or 3 touchdowns against Missouri.
Yeah,
that one deep. It was that one deep ball they kept doing.
Points.
I could see that happening, but I think they'll play a lot better. And I think just due to the fact that Georgia knows they can run, they ran all over Auburn. The second time, Nick Chubb had, I don't know, he was like the 4th best running back in the SEC, and now he's like the 2nd. So he got like, I don't know how many yards he got. How many yards did he get? Check it up.
A lot of yards.
Him, Sony, DeAndre Swift got into it. Holyfield and Brian Herring, they all got into it.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I think 2 running backs averaged 100 yards in multiple games this year. It's all about our running game.
And Jake Fromm can throw it too. Jake Fromm can throw it too, and we know that. Obviously, at the beginning of the year, we didn't know that because there were so many games where Georgia could just control the ball, control the game with just running it, which is why we probably got beat by Auburn because we thought we could just come in there and just run the ball 100 times. You can't do that. Some SEC schools are better than that, obviously. But I think what changed this game, or the first Auburn game from the second Auburn game that we faced, was obviously the environment. I think not being in Auburn helped. I think having a stadium packed full of Georgia fans. It was amazing just seeing how many Georgia fans were there. I think that helped. And I think just due to the fact that we threw it, we didn't just run the ball up the middle. Jim Chaney, he threw the ball. And I like Jim Chaney sometimes. Well, I like him a lot. He's a good offensive coordinator.
He is.
But our offensive line is not the biggest. And that's what he wants. He wants our offensive line to be big, and that's what I want.
Yeah.
But I know some of our guys are undersized, don't they? There's just a couple of them.
They are. Some of them.
And I think putting in Ben Cleveland, that helped out a whole bunch, obviously. Because you can tell before that, did he play in the first Auburn game? I think he did a little bit.
He played a little bit. He just started after the Auburn game, which was Kentucky. I think he got his real start, and then he kind of erupted against Georgia Tech and Auburn.
He just flew. So I think to beat Oklahoma, what we're going to have to do is run and pass the ball. I don't think this will be like the Auburn game. Oklahoma's defense isn't like Auburn's. Obviously, Oklahoma has the best offense we've seen all year. Like I said, they are a better Missouri. They will throw the ball. And I want to see our secondary beat them. I think I know what Georgia's game plan would be. Like I said, Roquan Smith spying on Baker Mayfield. I think that'll be what happens, but they could blitz a lot. I do expect a lot of blitz. I do expect Lorenzo Carter and Davin Bellamy to be in the backfield a whole bunch, I would hope. Pretty much how I see this game going is a higher scoring Notre Dame game.
Yes, definitely. Georgia's offense or defense wins this game?
Offense. I'm going to say offense wins this game. I know our defense is good, but I say the main reason why we'll win this is the run game. I say we're going to take up too much of the time. I can see Georgia running on all 3 downs and passing. I can see us doing what we used to do and just walking. I could see us running the ball 2 plays, throwing the ball. I mean, it would be like 3rd and 2. I could see Georgia still running the ball. Would I like that? No. I would like to see Georgia come out, first down, throw the ball, keep the defense honest. But maybe they'll do that. I could see that happening, but I expect Georgia to throw the ball or to run the ball a whole bunch.
Yes. Watch it get over 30 points. It's going to be a shootout, and I think the key to Georgia winning is getting 2 fumbles or 2 interceptions from Oklahoma. That will shift the game.
That's what shifted it in the Georgia-Auburn game.
The blocked field goal.
That was
blocked field
completely
goal.
toned it around.
Fumble over and over. And I'll ask, what's your score prediction?
Ooh. That's hard to say. I think Georgia will win.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say Georgia will win by a touchdown or 10 points.
10 points. So what's your final score?
That's hard to say. What's your final score? And I'll base it off of that.
You go first.
I don't think Georgia will give up 30. I don't see that happening. Just due to the fact of Georgia will win the ball.
Yeah.
I could see Georgia scoring. I don't know. 28, around 28.
Yeah.
So 28 to 21ish. I don't know. I can see it being a close game.
Yeah.
I think what will change this game is Georgia's run game, obviously, first thing, and a turnover. I think whoever wins the turnover battle wins this game. Because I think if Oklahoma stops Georgia on one offensive play, I think that'll be in Oklahoma's favor. And if Georgia does the same to Oklahoma, that'll change the tide to Georgia's victory. So I think it'll come down to who gets a fumble when they really need it the most, or who gets the biggest stop.
I think Georgia's going to run away with it in the fourth quarter. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. My prediction is 45-31 Georgia. I think it's going to be a blowout. You're going to see Chubb score twice, Fromm throw 3 touchdowns. You're going to see Swift get into a receiving touchdown.
Wouldn't mind that. Yeah, wouldn't mind that at all.
Watch a Wildcat also score.
I can see. Well, the reason I can see this game also going in your prediction is Georgia just running the ball so much, and in the third and fourth quarter, that Oklahoma defense is just way too tired.
Way too tired.
From what I know, Oklahoma hasn't faced anybody that can run. Like I said, maybe does TCU run the ball that much?
TCU doesn't run.
I didn't
very
think so.
often.
I know West Virginia doesn't because they have Will Grill. He throws it, and I don't think Oklahoma's faced an offense like Georgia so far. I don't think they faced a team that can really, really run the ball. And so far, Georgia's on a absolute rampage with running the ball. 2 of the best running backs in the SEC, and 3 of the best backups in the SEC.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy how many running backs Georgia has. So I can see this becoming ugly in the fourth quarter. I can definitely see Georgia running away with it.
Yeah.
Literally running away with it. But I want to see Jake Fromm pass because the reason I say that is because go back to before the Auburn game.
Yeah.
You know, Georgia was riding high, obviously. 200, 300 plus rushing yards every game. We would have 150, 100 passing yards. That's not bad. That's not particularly good. You'd rather see it be more balanced, run and passing. But I still think Georgia can run away with against Oklahoma. And yeah.
45-31. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs, obviously.
Let's not switch pages yet. Let's talk about Georgia still.
Okay.
Name a time this season or a play that defined our season that said this is the season we're going all the way. Can you remember?
Georgia Notre Dame. Terry Godwin, one-handed catch. Right when I saw that play, going all the way.
You say that's the...
I say that is the one play that really made me think we can go all the way this year.
Yes. The play for me is when Eason gets hurt in the first game.
Oh.
That totally changed everything.
Oh, yeah.
I did not believe in Eason as a quarterback, and I think it was very good that Fromm stepped in. I don't think...
Oh, you didn't believe in Eason?
I don't believe in Eason. I didn't think we'd have a season this good if Eason was in. I think we would have lost to Notre Dame. I think we would have lost to Auburn.
Again.
Again, twice. We would have lost to probably even Mississippi State, too, I believe, with Eason in. I think Fromm stepping in saved our season, made it better. And we have 2 running backs who are seniors this year, Chubb.
Chubb, Sony, obviously.
Do you think this is a make it or break it season? Do you think this is as far as we can go in this next 3 or 4 years? Because we're losing 2 of the best running backs we've had.
Well, we're getting 2 of the best, and Jamal White and James Cook, is it? I believe it's James Cook, Dalvin Cook's brother.
Yeah.
I think we could really just roll the East like Alabama rolls the West. I could see that definitely happening. Obviously, Dan Mullen went to Florida. Yeah. I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
I was definitely surprised. I thought Dan Mullen was going to stay at Mississippi State because that's where, he got really big.
And you have Fisher, Jimbo Fisher going to Texas A&M.
So that was going to happen.
Coaches going everywhere.
Yeah. But I think next year Georgia will be good too. We got Jake Fromm coming back sophomore year, obviously. He'll be better than ever.
Yeah.
Justin Fields hopefully will be coming.
Swift, amazing.
I saw something on ESPN, or I can't remember what it was, but they have Swift as the number 2 Heisman for 2018.
Wow.
I didn't know he was that good. Obviously, he's a very good running back.
Yeah.
But I guess just because Georgia always has 5 or 6 good running backs, that it's hard to pick one out.
Yeah.
But I think next year Georgia will be just as good as they are this year.
Just as good?
I can see if we don't win the national this year, the expectation would definitely be next year national. This year, I know we were projected to win the East and play in the SEC championship, and we were projected to lose against Alabama.
Yeah.
Obviously, that did not happen. We won the East, and we won the SEC championship, and now we're in the playoffs.
Yes.
For the first time since, I don't even know.
A long time.
A long time. Obviously, 2012, we played Alabama, lost.
Yeah.
That was the last time we went to the SEC championship. So.
Let me read you next season's schedule. Here it is. First game is a cupcake one. Austin P. I've never heard of this game before.
Yeah.
Easy one.
Easy.
South Carolina. We're at South Carolina.
Yeah.
Middle Tennessee State. Another cupcake thing.
Cupcake.
Missouri,
We should
Tennessee, Vanderbilt, and then LSU is going to be a big game. Then we have our rivals Florida at Kentucky.
Yeah.
Auburn. This year we have them at home. So that's good.
Home.
Massachusetts, another cupcake before going to our rival Georgia Tech. I think it's a good season.
I think we could win out. I definitely. The only team I'm really worried about would be LSU. Obviously, I think that's the game everybody's worried about. Let me see, LSU.
Looking at the schedule, I want to be cautious of us not having a too easy schedule, not being in the competition like Wisconsin this year, not having a hard schedule at all. I could see South Carolina ranked next year. I could see LSU,
definitely LSU,
and then Auburn. And watch for maybe Missouri just for a little bit.
I don't think they'll get too high.
They won't
get
get
high.
That
they have no defense. It's very uncharacteristic for an SEC to not have a defense, but somehow Missouri has done that. So the game I'm worried about right now would be probably LSU. They had a pretty okay season this year.
Yeah,
they lost
2 or 3 games this year.
They lost to Clemson,
Alabama,
and they lost Troy. That was it. Was Troy this year?
I can't remember. It was somebody. We know that.
I think it was Troy.
But next year they're gonna bounce back with a new coach, a new team. I can see them being ranked, maybe even undefeated when we get there.
Yeah.
You could see 2 teams that are undefeated and playing.
It'd be at LSU. So I expect this game to be like the Georgia Auburn game. Hopefully, we win against LSU because that is a SEC rival, and that could definitely make or break it for Georgia.
Definitely. Now we're gonna turn the page. We're gonna stop talking about Georgia and look at other bowl games and
in the SEC. I would
yes,
think. Okay.
And even in the big championship, talking about Alabama and Clemson that's coming up. It's the 3rd time in 3 years they've played.
Yeah.
Who do you got in that game?
Alabama, Clemson. I want to say Clemson, just because Alabama, they're not bad. Obviously, Alabama's not going to be bad anytime soon, but I feel like this is an off year for Alabama. They got a lot of injuries at linebacker. I know they'll get better. They have a month until the bowl game, but I'm still picking Clemson. Kelly Bryant looks pretty good. I haven't watched too many games. I know they lost to Syracuse, but that was just. I would say that was more losses. Yeah, I would say that was more of a fluke. Obviously, having one player hurt shouldn't make or break it against definitely against a team like Syracuse. But we'll get on that later. I'm picking Clemson in that game. The score, I expect a very low scoring game.
Low score.
I don't think Jalen Hurts is good enough. I just don't. The reason I say that is because he just under pressure. Everyone always says he's really calm, collected, but he's not a full. He's not a good quarterback. He's not like somebody like Baker Mayfield who can carry the team. He's not like somebody like Lamar Jackson who can carry the team, or Deshaun Watson or any of that. Is he good? Yeah, he's good. He can run. He can definitely run the ball, but he can't throw. He to me, he's a glorified running back that can throw passes, and like die situation sometimes. He won't always make it, but sometimes he will. And I forget the one receiver. It's not Riley Ridley. The receiver is Riley something.
Yeah, Riley.
I don't know his last name, but he always catches the ball. But I still think Clemson will win this game just because they're a little bit more balanced. Kelly Bryant can run the ball, he can throw the ball, the defense is better. I think it's either first or second between Clemson or Alabama, but I do pick Clemson winning this game. I'll go with 21-14 around though. I would say Clemson wins that game. I don't think it'll be won through defenses though, because both teams are stacked defensive wise, 5 stars backing up 5 stars. But I think it'll be won by Clemson's offense. I really see them just being able to get that last minute touchdown or field goal that they really need. What do you think?
I think Jalen Hurts reminds me of a Jameis Winston more in college. He could run it very well. He was very elusive, but when it came to passing, he was almost blind and would throw double-digit interceptions, which would cost you the game.
Yeah, especially against Clemson.
Yes, and I think for this game, watch him make a few mistakes that if he didn't make would win the game. I'm gonna say it's 21-28. Clemson wins. Jalen Hurts has 2 interceptions, and that cost him the game there.
So what would it take for Alabama to win this game then?
Alabama has to
control the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage. You can't let Bryant run. Once he's in the open field, he's gonna make you miss. He's gonna make you tackle air. He's going to be able to spin you out. He's going to be able to run past you. If they can keep him in the pocket and make him throw, I think they have a good chance of winning this game.
Do you think Kelly Bryant is better than Deshaun Watson? That's something a lot of people
It being his first year, I have no idea. So. I can't say. Not right now, I don't think. The one loss to Syracuse is one of those fluke games, but we can't pass it.
Of course.
Kelly Bryant only had 116 passing yards, had no touchdowns.
Clemson's defense wasn't even there. I don't know what they were doing. They just did not come to play. They probably overlooked it. They probably saw Syracuse on the schedule, and they just overlooked the game.
And no rusher went over 70 yards. When you have an offense that gets no yards, that's going to cost you. For Alabama to win this game, their defense has to step up. Can't let Bryant run the ball at all, and just has to control the line of scrimmage, like I said.
That's why I think Clemson will win that game, because I think Clemson front seven is just better than Alabama's offensive line. The Alabama Auburn game. Auburn's defense completely just
demolished them. Yes,
and I think that'll happen again. I think it could be a Alabama Auburn game score, and I think Clemson will come out on top because they're just more balanced, and Jalen Hurts is not good enough to make those passes.
Yes, and even in the Auburn Alabama game, Jalen Hurts had more rushing yards than the actual running backs for Alabama, which is bad when your quarterback is running more than your actual running backs.
Especially when you have like 3 5-star running backs. So running for his life.
Jalen Hurts had 82 yards in that game, and the next one had 51, which is
awful.
A 30-yard difference, which is not good at all for your team. And so for Alabama to win, they also need to pick up the running game, not have Jalen Hurts carry their team, because he can't do that. He can only run.
Nope.
He can't pass. So he's got to carry his team.
What I could see happening is if Jalen Hurts is not good enough and cannot carry the team, I could see Alabama putting the backup quarterback in. Because from what I know, and I've only seen him a little bit, obviously, against a team like Vanderbilt, well, they're winning 40-50 or something. He can throw the ball. He can throw the ball better than Jalen can.
Yeah.
Can he run the ball? No, I don't think he can. Well, isn't his name, is it Taluga? Something like that?
Yeah.
He can throw the ball a whole lot better. And I think that's what you're going to need to beat Clemson. From this year that I've seen, there has not been a good enough defense that can stop a quarterback from throwing. I haven't seen a team like Alabama a couple years ago, back when the secondary was lights out.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a team like that this year. Can you think of a team that would be like that? There's not really any teams this year that can stop the throw. And I think that's what Clemson will do against Alabama. I think they'll throw the ball and they'll control the line of scrimmage.
Clemson, Georgia, national championship. Ooh. That's our predictions here. And we'll just dive right into it. We'll predict what the final score will be of that. So what do you think we'll decide for that game?
Oh, man. You want to give my score prediction or what I think will happen? Oh, my goodness gracious. It's really hard to choose between Georgia and Clemson. And the reason it's hard is because Clemson's defense. Clemson's defense is just good. It's really good. It's one of the best in the country. And I can see this also being like a Georgia-Auburn game, except a whole lot closer. I could definitely see Auburn, or I could definitely see Clemson win this game. I can see Georgia win this game. I think Clemson will win this game just due to the fact that Clemson's been there. Clemson has experience, and I don't know what team is better stat wise. I wouldn't know. I would like to see Georgia win this game, but I could see it flip flopping. I could see a field goal win this game. I could see Rodrigo kicking a field goal to save the game. I could definitely see that. Obviously, I could see this one being a low scoring game too. So 14-17, whoever gets that, whoever has the last drive, I see win this game.
I could see Clemson being up 28-3 and us blowing a 25-point lead like the Falcons did.
Yeah, of course.
No, but in reality, I think Georgia will be very nervous. The first 2 quarters is a big place.
It's a big game.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
I expect more Georgia fans than Clemson fans.
I expect more Georgia fans. I don't think that's going to help them in the first 2 quarters. I think we will be down 14, at the most 21. We'll try to make a comeback. I don't think we'll be able to live up to that. I think it's going to be probably 30-28, 30-27, around there. Clemson will win this game.
That's what I see. I know we're all dog fans. And of course we want our dogs to win, but we got to be real on this one. I think that Clemson could, not easily, but Clemson will probably win this game. Now, what would it take for Georgia to win this game? I think that it would take Georgia throwing the ball.
Definitely.
Definitely keeping it balanced, run and pass. We cannot be a run-only team. We can't do that anymore. We are past that. I think it'll take Jake Fromm having a 200, 300-yard game to win this one. I think it will. Can he do it? I don't know. The most Jake Fromm thrown it was Mississippi State, wasn't it?
Mississippi State, probably 200 to 300 yards. He's not gotten over 340 this year.
I could see Georgia win this game, obviously, but I would definitely put it more in the favor of Clemson winning. Let's talk about now go ahead and give your thoughts about
probably
how can Georgia win.
30-27, Georgia wins this game by... Georgia wins by keeping Clemson on their toes. If Georgia just keeps running, Clemson will predict that. Their defense will shut it down very fast. If we can get a few wildcats, a few runs here, flea flickers, you get deep passes that you don't see coming. Just trick plays, a different offense so that Clemson can't study it. I think that's how we win the game.
What I would like to see would Georgia throw a lot more. I would like to see maybe a flea flicker to start the game, such as Mississippi State. That really put the game in Georgia's hands pretty much. Just because Mississippi State obviously came out thinking, okay, they're just going to run the ball the entire time. That didn't happen. I could see trick plays. I could see Georgia pulling out a lot of trick plays. I could see them using DeAndre Swift a lot.
I could see an onside kick also. Watch out for an onside kick.
Hopefully not at the beginning of the game like South Carolina. That I don't understand that at all, why they did that. But, I'm not Jim Chaney. But I think Clemson will win this game. I think it'll be close. And I think Georgia can win this game. This is not going to be a game like Clemson-Ohio State last year where it was a complete blowout. But I think whoever has the last drive wins this game. Do you think it'll go to overtime?
No, I don't.
You don't think it'll go to overtime?
So. I think the winner will win in regulation. Win fair and square. The refs will be fair. One team will be heartbroken, one team will be happy. We'll see.
Let's hope it's the Dogs, obviously.
Hopefully it's the Dogs.
Hopefully it's the Dogs.
But yeah. Okay, we're gonna shift now. So we're gonna switch it up and we're gonna do fast predictions. We have like 5-6 games that we aren't gonna go too in depth with. We're just going to cruise through them, say our predictions. So the first game is number 13 Stanford versus 15 TCU. What's your score prediction here?
I like Stanford in this one. Because it's with Bryce Love. Bryce Love is a very good running back. I thought Stanford would have went down a whole lot more just due to the fact of them. Didn't they lose to USC? I thought they would have went down more. Obviously, the community thought differently, which is good. Stanford is it's kind of like an SEC team. They like to run it a lot, which is good.
Yeah.
And they like to throw it. They try to throw it. I can see Stanford winning this game. The score would probably be, I think it'd be a high scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
TCU has a defense. They try to play defense in the Big 12, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. TCU probably has the best defense in the Big 12. That's not saying too much, obviously, but they try at least. I think Stanford will win this game.
I'm gonna say Stanford wins by a field goal.
Ooh.
I think in these bowl games you can take as many risks as you want.
Yeah, because
it doesn't really mean anything. I think Stanford wins probably 30-33. Very close game, very high scoring game. Wins by field goal. The next game is number 8 USC versus number 5 Ohio State.
Well, you know what? It matters what JT Barrett. It matters about him. It matters which one shows up. Do we get the one that can beat Penn State with a quarter left, or are we going to get the JT Barrett that lost to Iowa?
Yeah.
USC's quarterback. Is it Sam Darnold?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because Josh Rosen is UCLA.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold obviously is a very good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But the main problem with him is he throws too many interceptions.
Yeah.
I don't know how he has. You can't even count them on one. You can't even count them on two hands how many interceptions he's thrown. It's crazy. I think Ohio State will win.
Mm-hmm.
Just because from what I know about USC, they're not very balanced. They are a very pass-heavy offense because Sam Darnold, and I think Ohio State will win. 2 touchdowns probably. 2 touchdowns.
I think USC is a big underdog this year. They've only lost 2 games. They were their conference champion, and they have something to prove. They were dubbed just like Ohio State, not being in the top 4. I think USC blows Ohio State out.
Oh, you do?
You don't
really?
You don't see it coming. I'm gonna say 30-17.
Wow.
USC wins.
Man, you were going out there, aren't you?
Next game is 11 Washington versus 9 Penn State.
Penn State.
Saquon
Barkley. I see him winning. I know he didn't get in the Heisman. I think he was number 4 in the Heisman race. I see him coming out there with a fire in his heart and just running all over them. We said Washington. Mm-hmm. Yes. Washington has no defense as far as I know.
Yeah.
They're in the Pac-12, aren't they?
Yeah.
Aren't they? Yeah. I see Saquon Barkley just coming out and having a day. I'm gonna say Saquon Barkley, something else. But I see Penn State winning by 3 touchdowns probably.
3 touchdowns? Yeah. Okay, so what's your final score?
I definitely see this being a high scoring game for Penn State, so probably around 35-14ish around there.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say this is a low scoring game. I'm gonna say it's 21-14. Penn State wins barely.
Really?
They score a touchdown probably in the last few minutes, I would say. Yeah. Next game is number 6 Wisconsin versus 10 Miami.
Wisconsin. I don't believe in Miami. They lost 2 of the best wide receivers. Wide receiver and a tight end. So I see Wisconsin winning this game definitely because they got beat by Ohio State in a very close game.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll blow Miami out, but Wisconsin does have a pretty good defense. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. It's okay.
Yeah.
I can see them shutting down Miami. I can see this being Miami scoring a touchdown, Wisconsin scoring 2 or 3 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. So I'm picking Wisconsin to win that game, obviously.
Mark Richt's got something to prove being number 10 and dropping all the way to number 10. I see them winning out against Wisconsin. I don't think Wisconsin's played anybody hard except Ohio State, and they got beat.
But barely.
So I have Miami 30, Wisconsin 17.
Okay.
Number 12 UCF versus 7 Auburn. I think Auburn's going to win. I think UCF is a no-name team. I think Auburn's going to cream them. I'm going to say 31-10. Your score prediction?
Yeah. I can see something around that range, definitely.
The big game, 14 Notre Dame versus 17 LSU.
Whew. Now, if this was like a couple weeks ago, I would say Notre Dame. But I still think Notre Dame in a very close game. Both teams like to run the ball, obviously.
Yeah.
touchdown, field goal, 10 points maybe.
Yeah.
Notre Dame's favor, I would say. What about you?
I think LSU wins this game. Let's see, 28-14.
That's not bad. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. That's all we have today. Thanks for watching.
Thanks
if you
for watching.
liked it, subscribe, comment, and below, like this video.
We'll try doing it every Sunday and Monday and all that.
Every Sunday and Monday, and we'll get into a groove and
it'll get better. We
big.
promise.
So
yeah, it'll get
we'll
better.
See. So
that's good.
go dog.